Hey guys, this is Spark Plus Ultra here, and this is my new What If. What if Asta had Brandish you magic? Size is just for fun, and I hope you like this video and hope you subscribe. About 15 years of the Clover Kingdom from the past, and there was a green-haired woman that was giving birth to a baby, and there was also a friend with silver hair that was also comforting her and was also in a similar situation, but she is not giving birth yet. And the woman says, "You don't need to be here, Miss Asir." And Asir then says, "Don't worry, Granny. I'm here because I want to help out comforting you. You helped me a lot, my children, and myself, so I have to help as well." And Grammy then said, "I know, but you're also in the same situation I am." And then Asir says, "Don't underestimate my willpower." And then Grammy then is pushing and getting ready to give birth to her child. And then when she gave birth, the baby was a boy. And Grammy was happy to see the baby was a boy. And Seer says, might be, his looks have a hard time, but he is adorable." And then Grammy says, "I don't know if that's a jab or if you're just making a little comment." And Seer says, "Take it as anything you want, but what are you going to name him?" And then Grammy smiles and says, "Well, you didn't remember, Asir?" And Asir looks with a look of confused, but then remembers. "Oh, right, you're gonna name him." And Grammy says, "Yep, I'm gonna name him Asta if it was a boy." And then when Grammy was holding Asta, Grammy then looks at Asir, and Asir says, "It's good to see you enjoying yourself, Grammy." And Grammy says, "Thank you, Miss Asir, but what are you going to name your child?" And then Asir says, "If it's a girl, then I'll name her Noelle." And Grammy says, "You're a little confident, thinking it's a girl, do you?" And then Asir says, "I am dead set confident." And then Grammy says this, "I want Asta to have good friends. Maybe if ever your child is having a hard time or ever sad, I want him to help yours." And Asir says, "Okay, Grammy." And both of them were smiling and grateful to see them in a very positive way, hoping that their child would be friends. But cruel twist of fate has gone through. When Asir gave birth to Noelle, a person attacked her and tried to assassinate her son, Nozel, and Noelle. Both Grammy and Asir kept her at bay, but when Asir finally pushed the final attack, Asir saved Nozel and her daughter, Noelle, but she got a curse on her body, was slowly dying from it. She gave a hug to Nozel and giving the last bits of her time being happy to see them safe from that woman. And when Asir passed away, another tragic fate has came. When Grammy no longer the maid of the Sylvia family, she was assassinated by a person that stabbed her in the back. And then Asta was left on the church blocks with a boy that was Yuno, and both were crying in the middle of the night in the church. Well, Grammy was stabbed by the back. He looked at the person that stabbed her. One of the servants of the Sylvia family, was deeply angered and blamed Remy for not saving Asir. But Asir just felt angry. But she was mostly sad, giving a smile, saying, "I don't blame you, but I will see my son be giving a better outcome to change this place." And when she died, Asta and Yuno, under care of arrived, and about 5 years have gone by. Asta's hair was green, and his looks was a bit charming, to say at least. And Asta was a bit more carefree and not really caring as much. But when he does care, it really shows his personality. And when Asta was not helping on the church for it, Yuno then tries to get him to do it. But Asta was not being, well, cooperative. Then Sister Lily looks at him, and Asta looks at her and has a look of, "Hi, Sister Lily." And Sister Lily says, "Asta." And then the lecture and punishment has begun with that. But this is a casual thing with that. When Sister Lily disapproves of Asta's idea or personality of not helping, and Asta obeys her. And then when it was winter, Yuno went off and goes to the village. Asta was basically loafing around, I guess, not taking things seriously. And when Yuno comes back, Asta says, "Jeez, Yuno, what took you so long?" And then Yuno says, "Sorry for the wait." And Asta then says, "Hey, where's your snarky remarks?" And then Yuno says, "Let's get going before Sister Lily yells at you." And then Asta says, "Usually not that forward. What happened?" Yuno says, "It's nothing." And Asta says, giving a sigh of why is doing this. And then Asta says, "We know you lie when very strict, And then Yuno says, "Let's get going, Asta." And Asta says, "Who took it?" And then Yuno says, "It's nothing." Asta says, "Don't mess with me. Who took it?" Giving a look of, "I am serious, And Yuno says, "It's nothing." And Asta then looks closer to Yuno and says, "Oh, so that's what they took." And Asta then says, "I'll get it back." And Yuno says, "Asta, you never been in a fist fight before." Asta then looks at him, "Don't care, I'm getting it back." Giving a wave of not caring and just willing to do it. And, sighing and looking at Asta. So careless. And then Asta found the guys that took Yuno's necklace. And men were talking to each other. "Man, it was easy to get that runt from the church that his necklace. I'm gonna sell this." But when he was talking, Asta says, "So this is where you are." And the man says, "Oh, you're one of the church kids, the orphanage, right?" And Asta says, "Belittle me as much as you want. I'd rather not care. Give back the necklace." And then the man says, "Nah, I won't." And Asta gets annoyed on him hearing that and says, "I'm only asking you nicely. I want that back." And then the other man says, "Graham, you little punk. Don't you ever heard of manners to your older people?" And Asta says, that only applies if I respect them. Unfortunately for you, I don't care. Give it back now. Asta looking at them with a look of, don't mess with me. And the man says, sorry kid, but you can't scare me with your look alone. And Asta then was getting fed up with this man's habit and his other friend. And then sighs and says, alright, you asked for this. Then Asta throws a coin. And then the man says, what, you're going to throw change at us? What up? And Asta then says, now change. And Asta snaps his finger and the coin grows bigger at an instant, to the point that it was the size of a bigger and heavier human body. And the man says, what the? Ugh! Getting crushed by the coin. And Asta looks at the man. I warned him. And then the man that saw that says, okay, now you're asking it, kid. And then Asta says, oh, is your clothes getting smaller? And then the man says, no. What the hell are you talking? And the man feels his chest tighten from feeling his shirt getting smaller. And Asta says, I was just getting annoyed at your habit. I just wanted my friend's necklace back. It's important to him. Giving a lecture to those guys. And Asta taking a deep breath and says, you don't know anything about family like this. And then Asta tightens the shirt even smaller. The man says, trying to get breathe more, but passes out. And Asta then says, alright, turning it back to normal with a snap of his finger, and grabs the necklace from the ground. And Asta says, now, we're square. And Asta then grabs the coin and changed it back to its normal size. And Asta says, muggers can't even take simple hint. And then he walks to the church and brought back Yuno's necklace. And Yuno then sees Asta with no bruises or anything. And Asta says, alright, I got it back for you. And he throws it to Yuno. Yuno grabs it and says, thanks, Asta. And Asta says, whatever, just don't try losing it again. And Yuno says, despite your lack of showing, you're pretty cool when you're at it. And Asta then says, shut up, getting back to the church before Sister Lily lectures me, alright? And Yuno says, alright, Asta. And when Asta was getting back, Yuno noted that whenever Asta gets back, he takes it very serious with Sister Lily. If he ever breaks a rule, then he will be punished. And Asta does not want to get punished. He's sort of a, well, dog, in a way, to Yuno's perception of the interactions with Sister Lily and him. And then 15 years have passed. Asta was a bit more good looking a bit, and his hair was even more greener than before. Yuno was the same as usual. And then this is where I'm ending this video. I hope you like this video and hope you subscribe. See you next time.